You're asking one there.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult.
Right, we are live.
Best behavior ever. Oh.
Yeah.
How's
see
everybody?
See if anyone turns up. We'll see if we've been shadow banned or anything.
Yeah.
Tyler, did you just say best behaviour to everyone?
Don't be so.
It's all by perspective, man.
Fucking bit.
No. What the hell are you doing here?
He's thinking about his
behaviour.
Hey, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Well, that proves it. We've managed to get live. That's a good start.
I see the blinking red light. We're getting somewhere.
But we haven't got we haven't got any complaints yet. We're doing well.
This time.
It's early.
Give me a few seconds, yeah. What's everyone been up to this week anyway, before I start getting into the...
I had a couple of interviews this week. So
Good.
fingers crossed should hear about them soon. I had one at FedEx, one at a car park the day before. The FedEx one was a driving assessment. Then if everything was okay, go straight into an interview. I had a little chat with him after the driving assessment. He's like, yeah, you know how to drive large vehicles. A couple of little things, but it's never going to be a perfect drive. So we shall wait and see what happens. And the added bonus is, because I've got the grandfather rights with 7.5 ton on my license, because I passed my license before 97 when they changed it, and also the Digitaco and the CPC.
Yep.
So we shall wait and see what happens.
Hopefully something turns up soon.
Yeah.
Well,
Tyler's for other things.
We know what Tyler's been doing all week.
This week, I'm on vacation.
So he's been falling asleep on the sofa a lot.
No.
You're on vacation. Still snowed in, though?
No. I mean, there's still snow.
Is it a national
use
holiday?
The roads now, put it that way.
Is it a national holiday?
There's still a couple feet of snow at least on all the hill, like the hill spots they don't clear, and like side roads and shit, or depending where you're at, but it ain't bad anymore.
National holiday for the Lion King?
No comment at all.
I'm going to get there eventually.
Oh, I know you will. That's what I'm letting it be.
About the racist tweet that Donald did. Yes. Wow. How can you, as a president of a country, think that putting a tweet out, an immature tweet about a fellow president, is funny to start with, but then calling them apes?
And remember the cartoon behind it, of course, depicting the whole scene.
Yes. And them saying that there were apes in The Lion King, which of course there weren't. How can you actually think? And he's refusing to apologise because Donald is always right. You notice that about him whenever he talks.
He's always right wing.
He's an egomaniac, isn't he? He absolute fucking egomaniac. Yeah. I'm sorry, but
and the thing is, how can you be that confident what you're saying, but you contradict yourself every 4 seconds?
Yeah, but what makes me laugh, he's got his little group of minions, like Starmer has as well. He's got his little group of minions round him who actually believe in this bloke and actually support what he says.
Well, and here's the problem, Matt. It's not just supporters. There's levels to this. You've got your general public, which are just, well, we'll let their title be what it is. We already know. And then you get the political level. Okay. Then you got who really actually supports those people and who goes, okay, I'm going to get my paycheck in about 2 days, so I'm just going to shut my mouth.
Yeah.
The thing is, he also came out with this comment about, like I said before the show, I can't remember when it was said, but he came out with a comment on how if we have to have immigrants into the America, why do they have to be from shithole third world countries, basically? Why do they have to be people of colour? Okay. Why can they not be from Norway or Sweden, or why can't they be Aryan people looking? Now,
Because people from those countries would quite happily shoot him.
And they don't want to go to America.
well, there is both of those small things, but I'm afraid to say you're going to have to do something, Tyler, in your country.
Now watch the whole thing, Lisa. The whole thing was ridiculous.
It's just, I mean, I've got no issue with doing jokey videos. That's one thing. But to come out with a video, and I'm no fan of the Obamas personally. I've got no issue because of their colour, but I'm no fan of them personally. But to come out and basically call them apes, I mean, come on, that's childish.
Yeah.
It's already bad enough that the comments were made, but you had time to either, I doubt, do it yourself, probably somebody else do it, to make the actual animation behind it. So you weren't just doing this on I had a random thought. This is let's make this a whole thing.
No, but it was retweeted by Trump, Lisa. This is the issue. And when he was asked to apologise, he refuses.
Hey, Block.
And by refusing to acknowledge that it's wrong to make a racist comment about somebody, he's just proving the kind of person he is, a racist. Evening, Block.
But
like I say, I've got no time for the Obamas particularly, but I have nothing against them either. Hey up, Steve.
Hey,
Steve.
you're right, Steve. I didn't pay a lot of attention to when the Obamas were in power. But they didn't do anything ridiculous either.
I mean, I was in high school when that happened. The one thing I remember that was irritating is they took the vending machines and emptied all the pop out and put freaking healthy juice in them. That was irritating. But
I don't know, Lisa. To say he was looking at a different video and all right, I'll give him benefit of the doubt and we'll say he was looking at a different video. But that video came out on his channel. To then refuse to acknowledge it and that's bad.
even if it wasn't him that actually posted it on his
You're right,
channel.
Martin.
Whoever's posted it on his channel there should be something done about them. Whether they be sacked or something like that. But
see, I like what Martin's saying here. It works because it shouldn't be blown out the proportion like it is, but at the same time, as that level of political figure, you shouldn't have that under your name being released as whether you're saying it, backing it, or whatever. You shouldn't put your name above that.
If the fact is, like Lisa said, it was done secretly in his name by somebody else, he knows nothing about it, then why is he not looking into that with the powers that he has?
Mm-hmm.
He's quick enough to shut other things down with social media.
Lee,
Yeah.
no, Lee, zipper up, man. No.
Don't start and release the sausages. We don't need fucking Keir Starmer loose again.
Have you seen Keir Starmer's latest thing, having a go at the unions, calling them a boys' club? Because
I want to hear this.
The unions are well and truly pissed off with Starmer.
Poor wording there, I think, Mr. Starmer. Boys club, boys.
Well, yeah.
You know, maybe it was meant to be an email to somebody else, and it actually. Oh,
Well, no, there's more allegations of Ukrainian boys, isn't there? Keir Starmer appears to have been dabbling in other things again.
Never mind the fault that's happened with Bagleton.
What is it with all these political leaders that they can't be trusted to be in power? The thing is, what just struck me with that is, right, the Labour thing. Labour are always pro-union.
Mm-hmm.
Labour now have turned into Conservative. Well, they did a long time ago with Tony Blair. Jesus Christ, now we're anti-union and you're a Labour Party.
Yeah.
What the...
Yeah.
we can't have unions. We can't have farms. We can't have Cal Spartan. This is ridiculous.
Oh, it was the Tories who were trying to stop the cows farting.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, shove Trump's head up. Shove fucking Keir Starmer's head up a cow's ass.
Well, there's 2 cows down. We got a lot more to go, Matt. Keep naming names.
We've got plenty of political leaders we can use, mate. Don't worry.
Yes, but we've always also got to think about the welfare for the animal as well, though.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, hey, we've all seen the AI videos of, you know, the cheetah trying to bite the hippo's ass. I'm sure it'll work itself out.
The show's gone downhill rapidly. Sticking Keir Starmer's head up a hippo's ass.
We haven't even made it 15 minutes in.
The thing is, the amount of stuff that Starmer's backtracked on.
Everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Before he got into power, he was all for the WASPy settlements.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't afford that. He was all supportive for the unions. Oh, we can't afford that. Everything that he promised before the general election, he's backtracked on.
And then we've got Mandelson.
Oh, Mandy, yeah.
Yeah. The world's just falling to bits.
Yeah.
Well, sad part is, man, it's been falling to bits, but now it's all surfacing more and more daily.
I did not have relations with that boy.
Bollocks.
So.
I ain't saying a word, Lisa, about that. I'm not even getting into
what?
Oh, Lisa's
Oh,
Lisa, out.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous.
Why make something into the whole a race thing? It's Enoch Powell, Rivers of Blood, and all the rest of it. Like I said last night, Enoch Powell's speech, they always pick on part of that speech, not the whole speech. It's just some left-wing fucking idiots who've decided to do a play somehow to take a classic piece of literature and a play and somehow make it into a racist thing.
Well, like Lisa, a lot of people were leaving, halfway through the show because they
Not
realized this isn't the show.
Mendelssohn. Not the fucking classical fucking. Oh, for fuck's sake! Block.
See, that's the
Known
point, though.
as
is You guys
Mandy
went
for
for a
sure.
show, not for a race talk.
I don't know how you can make War of the Worlds into a race issue. I really don't, because the story has nothing to do with anything to do with race.
Mm.
It was playing on the fears of
The
man's
you-
first quests into space and what they were going to find. That's what War of the Worlds was about.
The only way race really even comes into it, War of the Worlds, is the
They were
human
green.
race, the human race, and an alien, possibly, race.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with black, white, and all of that. Well, I'm sorry I had a shit night, Lisa. I don't get it. I don't know why people have to fuck about with it.
Hey, remember though, Matt, bright side, there was a McFlurry involved.
Mm.
Oh, no, we all said it.
We all
it.
said, we all said Keir was bad news.
Well, think how people when he first got in the position were like, "Yeah, we got to do something now," because all the promised bullshit, everything immediately didn't happen, and everything went back to other shit. And
no, when the general election was called with Keir Starmer as leader of the Labour Party, we said it's gonna go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you guys saying all kinds of stuff about it. Oh yeah. Oh, cheesecake with thank you, Lee. Thank you.
Cheesecake.
Now was it Parmesan, a little bit of cheddar? Yeah, sure.
Oh, you tit. We're not back to your fucking recipes.
Speaking of which, you guys like the birthday cake?
No. Those were some of the most insipid steaks I have ever seen.
Separate, that's a usual American steak.
They look like they've been boiled for 3 hours.
I didn't say the cook was great.
Great. It wasn't even
right.
Like I said, they look like they've been boiled for 3 hours.
If you brought me a steak like that, I would pick it up and I would smack you around the face with it.
Yeah, but if it was made into a birthday cake and mashed potatoes and cheese, come on, Matt.
No.
No, I would still smack you around the face with it.
Exactly, Lisa. I don't know why they needed to I don't know. I suppose it's a new era of fucking actors and people.
What's yes and no, Matt? It's that whole new mindset of, well, we have an opinion. Okay, that's cool, but you're doing a production for something completely different. Keep your opinion at home for tonight.
Yeah.
Vic can champion whatever he likes so long as it's not anywhere near me. Because nobody listens to the clueless little fuckwit. He knows nothing about.
I'll be honest. I have watched half of 2 episodes of his political stuff and thought, what a load of shite.
Wow, but I mean, that's 2 has more than I've watched.
And the only big name he's probably used is a 9-iron at a local pitch and putt.
Yeah, well, I personally think politics has always been a bit like that. It's always been a bit of a playground, fucking childish squabble.
Yeah. No, exactly, Lisa. If you're going to do it, I mean, yeah, I get having, if you want that to be your message, cool, make the event about that message. But don't, like I said, bastardize a classic that's supposed to be something completely different in the process.
Yeah, but then if you know what it's about, nobody would go and watch it.
True.
Nobody's interested in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go and watch what they actually went to see.
The original, yeah, definitely. But
yeah, without a question.
To bastardize a classic like that.
Oh, Lee, he's that guy coming up with the new Cotton, you know, where the Archie leaks for you.
I personally couldn't care if Vic's head fell off. The only way I'd be disappointed is if I didn't get to see it fall off.
No, I'd be disappointed if it wasn't near a large hill where it kept going.
Or his head rolled down.
No. Bowling alley.
I mean,
Bowling alley, we got to get some points here.
It would definitely be disappointing if nobody videoed it.
Yeah, I would.
And if they did, I would have it on repeat constantly.
Put it to music.
Yeah, what was the world to be a good one?
With music, though, Matt. You have to make it just perfect, you know, like Wile E. Coyote style.
That could do, yeah.
Head falls off, you know. Gwendolyn picks it up, puts it on the little ramp at the bowling alley, goes down, strike, you know. Everybody celebrates.
But I don't think Vic's done anything recently.
No, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, some chuggy death metal would be good. Yeah. Then you could get the whole decapitation scenario in as well.
This is true.
Yeah. That'd be good. Oh, I'm going off my own little world thinking about knocking Vic's head off now.
I'm just thinking, doing a charity fundraiser. Panda strike with a cricket bat until his head falls off.
We all know Vic doesn't do charity unless it's for him.
I know this is an American way to look at it. He said cricket bat, and all I can think about is fucking Casey Jones from Ninja Turtles sitting there. Cricket? What?
Oh, yeah. Or the sports sock full of snooker balls.
Because it's trying to right the wrongs of the past, I suppose, Martin. But the point is, they're in the past.
Now, Mel, can you blame the glasses? I mean, that's a lot of trees, man.
Guess it'll be a little bit clearer.
Oh, the first one will.
I clearly saw the tree before I hit my head.
Yep.
Be like, how'd you walk in the tree this year? Well, at least I can say I saw it coming.
Well, why didn't you stop? Exactly.
Well, this is the whole point. The past's the past. We can't change it. So why try and rewrite it? It happened. That was then. This is now.
That's a good question, actually, Block. How many black authors do people know of? Because I can't think of that many black authors, and that isn't me being racist. I'm just being honest.
Dumas was black.
Yeah.
As far as authors go, I really couldn't give you many. I mean,
you don't know who wrote Where's Wally, so
so let's not go there, Matt. But if you want to go as far as like a lot of, especially American inventions over the years, if you actually do read, there's quite a few, you know. Leave it to Block to pull out his personal library.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's not something that I ever think about. What race is somebody that wrote a book?
Well, it's not something you would ever really think about, though. But like, why would you? You know?
No,
you don't go into a bookshop and look for which ones are black, which ones are Asian, which ones are Chinese,
Well,
which
not
ones
even
are...
look, man. Think about it. You don't walk into a library and that's not categorized that way.
Give
Okay, we
it
have the
time.
medical section, we have the kids section, we have the black, white, and Asian. All no,
But your country is partially to blame for this. I mean, why do you have to have, and we're as bad for this, why do you have to have a Black History Month? Do you have a White History Month?
no.
So why can't you have a History Month?
I brought that point up over many years, and that's the thing. I think this comes down to
Exactly, Mike. Happy
don't-
birthday, by the way, buddy.
yeah, happy
hey, Mike.
birthday, Mike.
happy birthday, bud.
Good night.
73 today is.
190 for his birthday. He's getting younger, but no, especially don't take it racially, but like you really look at it, it comes down to almost that reverse racism thing that you look at. Okay, I get that these horrific things happen, and no, by no means am I defending what has happened, but we can't change that by overcorrecting now to try to make up. Just be good people as a general basis and shut up.
The problem is, by saying what you've just said, you know, why can't, and I said, why can't it just be History Month? All the black people who are, what's the word I'm looking for, advocates for black rights, and some of them are a little bit extreme, some, not all, but some are, will be hopping up and down calling us racists. It's not being racist. If a black person
it comes up as well, you're just showing, my ancestors. No, I'm not. But I don't think you should come at people on a daily basis and walk somebody in the middle of the street and go, well, I have ancestors that were in slavery. Okay.
Sorry.
I respect those people in that time period, but that doesn't affect your life right now in that direct connection. Yes, there are connections, but not in the exact same way.
But it has got ridiculous because they're coming out with things like you can't call a blackboard a blackboard. You can't say,
Matt, look at how many sports teams and stuff have been renamed over here in the past few years. Shit, we don't even have Aunt Jemima friggin' syrup anymore, man. Aunt Jemima syrup was the best stuff around for pancake syrup, and they changed it because it wasn't racially sensitive.
What?
Oh, you never heard about that? Oh yeah, it was Aunt Jemima. It was a Southern black woman on the cover of the maple syrup bottle, and it was changed a couple years ago, whatever it was, because it was racially insensitive.
Oh, it's like the Robertson's Golly.
The Golly, yeah.
Yeah, they did that with the Exeter Chiefs down here. Got them to change their logo and mascot.
Well, like our local baseball team for my state was the Indians for I couldn't tell you how many freaking years. Well, that's changed because out of nowhere, people started getting offended by something that was never offensive before.
It is ridiculous. Uncle Ben's, yeah. I don't see what.
Oh God. Yeah, you can't trust a fart.
There's so many things. What does it matter?
And we're back to politicians again, Bill. See?
But what does it matter whether somebody is black or white or whatever? I don't see what the issue is.
And, that's the thing.
I think we all do, Lisa. It's Uncle Ben's rice, isn't it? It's the one with the little black bloke on. And that isn't being racist. That's what it is.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not being racist saying the little black bloke.
Well,
He was a black.
Matt, I was watching a comedian the other day, and he said he started telling a story. And so he goes, this black kid walks in, and the guy, he goes, but you know what? Before I even finish the story, he goes, I see the look I'm getting. Why'd I have to say it was a black kid? He goes, because he fucking was. It's just part of the story. It had no meaning behind it. It's part of what the story is.
Yeah.
Just because you mention someone's race in a story doesn't mean that it's a derogatory way of mentioning it,
Exactly.
And
well, if we're going to go with the cultural thing and taking things off, what about Scottish Oaks? We're going to take the bloke off the picture for Scottish Oaks in the kilt. Are we going to take him off? If you want to talk about bad advertising, Richmond, thick Irish sausages. Fucking bastards calling me Irish.
Matt, we can go back to our conversation the other day, man. If we all can join the diving club, we can be the muff divers together. See,
there's nothing wrong with muff diving.
And there's nothing wrong. See, it's a good quality organization.
Yep, the village of Muff.
It's all right. I want to go to the village of Ugly. Go to the Women's Institute that proudly proclaims they're the Ugly Women's Institute.
The Ugly Women's. You see that
it's real.
That's taking the joke like they did with the muff diving place.
Right, and they ran with it.
You're just going, fuck you. We'll just fucking take it.
Well, and think how much merch they probably sell to tourists and how much t-shirts and stuff they sell from the diving institute and everything, and probably this.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, Lee. Nobody ever noticed with Phil. I mean, he was half cast. So what? Who cares?
Also, we were talking musicians the other day about some people that you would or wouldn't know were gay. It didn't change how you saw their fucking music.
When you look, two of the bands that I really enjoy listening to, The who are Mongolian, and Bloodywood, who are Indian.
Yep. Both.
Do I like them because they're Indian or Mongolian? No, I like them because of the music.
Yes, good music.
I mean, you don't like the Who, you got problems. But they're a hell of a band to see live, I'll tell you what.
Which one are you on about?
The Mongolian.
Yeah.
They were at Ink a few years back.
Yeah, I've seen them live twice. And yes, they're brilliant live.
Oh, and dude, and you've seen their music videos, obviously. It's so cool to see them live because it's the same fucking energy as if they were sitting there in a studio doing everything.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't get away with saying the Mongs are on the stage, though, could you?
Yeah, probably not. No.
Yeah. And the other word that, Martin, that black people use to each other. The word that we're not allowed to use starts with an N. A black person is allowed to call another black person that word, but we're not allowed to use that word to describe a colour.
Despite the fact we use it based on Latin.
And I can remember my nan going to the shop and asking for that cotton in that colour. It was a brown colour called brown.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember as a kid, you see the first box of Crayola crayons that they had the translation on the crayon in multiple languages. And obviously being raised in America, you were very much don't go anywhere near that word being, white person. You pull that crayon out at 5 years old and go, oh, that crown stand a bad. Why is the crown stand a bad word?
Yeah, but
The
No,
dog in
because
the
that was-
sandbox.
because that was not the Latin name for the color.
Right. But with ignorance becomes, just that, ignorance.
the Karens, Martin. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, Bill's favorite subject.
Oh God!
Middle-aged women.
Mhm.
Yes, he was. He certainly was. I could tell you a funny story about my dad, but I don't say the word because I'll get in trouble for it. But my dad used to go out back garden when we had Trixie, and she called her that. My dad just didn't care, so. There's too much of politicians trying to police what we should and shouldn't do, what we should and shouldn't watch, what we should and shouldn't listen to, music especially. It's got ridiculous.
Look how well that worked, though, Matt. You guys even said the first time they put those adult advisory stickers on an album, that was the first thing you tried to get.
Yeah.
Exactly, Block.
I mean, I remember CDs growing up, and it would say, adult language. Can I get that one? I want that one.
Some of us can remember before that label came on it. I remember the albums that caused that label. And as soon as you're right, as soon as you knew that label, parental, responsibility label came.
Parental advisory.
Sales went
way.
Yeah,
it was the best thing ever. The music industry.
Bands used to deliberately use one word on an album to get the sticker.
You only had to use like an F or something.
Just like once or twice is all it took.
Yeah. Or put like a cover that was a bit, had maybe a scantily dressed woman or something like that on it. Bang, done.
But here's the question: if it was just the cover art, right? Did they put the sticker over the cover art, or just up there in the corner where you still saw the entire cover? Yeah, right.
But then some of them actually, especially with Chumbawamba's Anarchy, the sticker was right in the middle where the picture of what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, they found it a lot harder to do with Jimi Hendrix's Are You Experienced album. Because the front and back cover was just loads of naked women.
It's a good album cover. Well, I always liked it, but
I bought it. Was it Goffin Davies in Hull? And they had some clear bags just for that album.
Yeah, it did, Steve. Yeah.
So you walked out of the shop with a clear bag with that album sleeve.
Yeah.
I swear, it's the only time I ever saw. They always used to have white sleeves with Goffin Davy on. Except when you bought that Hendrix album.
Because it's obscene. Yeah, that's why we want it.
Yeah.
I reckon probably 90% of my album collection is fucking obscene. And that's just the album covers. The music is even worse.
Well, I told you when I went down to the local CD and record exchange a couple weeks ago, I'm sitting there and I had, Middleton with me. I'm sitting there filing through, records. And of course, I'm in the heavy metal section and sitting there flipping through and seeing death metal, seeing what's. And he just all of a sudden I noticed him start backing up. Dude, you good? He's like, I don't like those. I'm like what? He's like, those pictures on the front of those, I don't like those. I'm like, but they're album covers. They're not meant to be fuzzy bunnies.
Well,
I'll get my
Yeah, Iron Maiden's first hit single, Women in Uniforms.
Fucking
That
hell.
album Slave got banned because they swapped Eddie for Maggie on the album Slave.
Yeah, Maggie stood on a street corner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in a military uniform.
that was quite comical. That was. But yet the thing is, no wonder people complained about that. But as far as I know, Margaret Thatcher didn't give a flying fuck.
Well, she didn't anyway, did she?
I think she probably saw it and just went, whatever.
Yeah, I expect it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Over the years, there's been some great album covers. I mean, Cannibal Corpse have done some great album covers.
See, that was the point. That was some of the ones I was following through with some of the good old Cannibal Corpse and everything like that. And he's just, what is that? Like, dude, just chill. I can't remember what I had gotten to. It was either like a Children of Bodom album or I can't remember what it was, but it was just twisted enough. This kid just immediately retreated like 3 feet back.
Exactly, Martin.
Well,
we are adults.
Yeah, Cradle of Filth albums.
Well, just about adults.
There was a couple of those in there.
Nymphetamine.
Yeah, and
there's a few that, like I said, even without a record player, like just had the collection start. A couple I almost picked up, but they wanted just enough for them. That's like, yeah, you know. Then, of course, everything Ozzy was at least $50-$60 an album.
Sorry. But physically, you're an adult, Lee. I mean, mentally, yeah, well, no, none of us are really.
I'll say just because I got this old,
yeah.
People do occasionally mistake me for an adult.
Well, that's what I always say. I need adult supervision. You are an adult. I need adult supervision. Come on, help me out, people.
Block. Just that's perfect. What you just said there. Explain it to the children instead.
Yeah.
Right. If it's something that's a bit, it's a bit like, oh, fucking hell, then fine. Explain to the children. Yes, it makes you uncomfortable, and the reason is fine.
Right. Oh, trust me, my kids are very much so explained a lot of things as adults would be, because I'm not into explaining things in a half-assed lie now and having to fix it all later and recorrect and re-explain. You know what I mean? There's no point to it. So yeah, they do get a blunt conversation for 99% of things.
I mean,
but
Matt will know the place. Fevens Art Gallery, going into the Renaissance room. Every other art piece in there was a nude.
Yeah.
Because that's what they painted in the Renaissance.
You should have seen Trenton's face the first time that I put on Monty Python and the opening credit scene came on. And they've got, the Roman statues and, what are those? Like granite titties and shit coming and flying through the air. He's just like, it's like, dude, it's art. It's fine. It's not what you think it is. Just.
Yeah.
By 12 years old, a child should be able to know the difference at the end of the day, Block, especially if they haven't been brought up in a household where they're shielded from everything. Because shielding children is fucking dangerous. Who are you calling Caligula? I never tried to marry my horse.
Oh,
he proposed, but she said no.
Yes, she did, actually. I think Tyler might have tried to do things with a horse, but that's a story for another show.
I knew I was going to get the whole show. I knew there's no way I was getting to the whole show without at least one comment out of you.
Yeah, it was a miniature horse.
You see, the thing is, Martin, Gwendolyn's been brought up round me. So as you can imagine, she's seen all the album covers. She's seen all the artwork. She's seen it all. And she's had it explained to her.
Well, Matt, same thing with music itself, though. I know you the same way I am. I don't censor for the most part what I listen to on my kids, but they know the difference of what words they can and cannot use, and they understand that it's music. It's expressionary. It's not meant to be, a bit malicious and everything else. Usually.
Now, yeah, dragging your children to church, yeah.
Oh, we can go into that. We can go to that talk all day long.
Exposing them to religion and the Bible. Yeah.
I mean, I know personally, you go through
sex, violence,
your Christian upbringing. They say you got to get saved by Jesus and everything and all that, right? Yeah, I think I count correctly. I tried that as a kid about at least 6 times, not even exaggerating, because it still felt like nothing fucking changed. And then one day I went, "Hey, nothing's changing. This is stupid." But that's my belief.
I think Tyler tried marrying his sister, but she said no.
I'm not.
But that's just his culture, You can't hold that against him.
There's no banjos playing, Matt. Calm down.
That's only because you can't play it.
Are we on about religion or the band now, Block?
What do you say? Oh, cool.
Why was sodomy punished?
Is that a punish or a punishment? Fuck.
Yes, that is usual. If I get dragged to church, it is usually screaming and kicking. And
yeah,
I am going
all flames.
They were a great German band. Great German band. It's this thing of if you're gonna, there's nothing wrong with exposing your kids to some of this. These idiots are the ones who are against, especially the whole music thing back in the 80s of, the parental labels and everything. Were all the religious nutcases in America who were dead set against metal and heavy metal bands.
Well, remember, it was turning all the children into, devil worshipping spawns of Satan.
Oh, nice one, Lee. But
nice.
At the same time, they were taking their kids to Baptist churches to be preached at by some fuckwit who was probably on drugs and doing prostitutes on the church's money.
Mm-hmm.
Preaching about hellfire and damnation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So which is really more evil here?
Well, Matt, you got to think. You got Reefer Madness going around. You got this devil music. You got to watch yourself and your kids. I mean, you remember those commercials from the 90s? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah, they're stoned on the porch.
And they're just fine.
Oh, mate, Martin, I love the old Hong Kong cinema movies. The sound was so far out. It was brilliant.
Oh, that's the other reason Tyler needs to see Police Academy.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anywhere that I didn't have to pay like $5-10 to fucking watch it last night.
Yeah, Freedom Village, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have like the Amazon Video or any of that either.
Never seen. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, Jesus, I've got the Police Academy tune running in my head again. Thank you.
He's got the Blue Oyster Bar theme song.
No, it's the Police Academy tune. Not the
you keep coming. Normally you go back to the Blue Oyster Bar, don't you? Which
somebody call a veterinarian. I mean, you've got to see the film just to get that.
Dude, just from the reference you guys have used in the last week, it's like, I've got to see this.
Oh, you have?
Just put your hand in your pocket and pay for it. Just,
Is that worth it?
honestly.
I mean, dude, for that point, I could just go down to that exchange I was talking about. They probably have it on DVD for fucking $2.
Probably.
Go get it then.
Yeah.
Or do it that way, Martin, yeah. Although, have you seen Tyler's skills on a computer?
We ain't going there. There's a reason that I got out of that crap in high school. After 3 years of double monitors, I can't be in for computer very long or else I get migraines, dude.
Tyler installing something on a computer probably would end up as a doomsday build. Not the sort you're thinking. There'd probably be an explosion.
And now we're back to Bill and his chemistry experiments.
Jack Elam. Oh, he was brilliant. All these films that Tyler hasn't watched, it's like having a small child, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Matt. This morning was a Jerry Reed morning. Hey, it worked out.
Did you send PMS to your mum?
No, I didn't get that to that song, but I was sitting there, I threw it on shuffle. I'm sitting there cleaning this morning. Hey, it works.
Told you, Jerry Reed is
I didn't realize. So I obviously went to Eastbound Down first because I've always loved that song. You could have just told me he was the original fucking artist of that song. That would have been enough right there that I would have listened to immediately.
Who do you think Cletus Snow was in the film? That's Jerry Reed.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie for
Jerry Reed.
At least fucking 10, 15 years. At least.
Jerry Reed. Very good guitarist, actually.
The thing is, there are so many good films, good comedy films came out in the 80s.
Confessions of a Plumber.
That was 77.
I watched that last night. God, it was
Confessions from a Holiday Camp.
Oh, no, I'm going to watch that tonight.
Confessions of a Taxi Driver.
I haven't seen them for years.
Window Cleaner as well.
They're so cheesy.
Oh, so.
But they're funny.
Yeah.
Tyler needs to watch those, I think. Confessions films.
I've never heard of those.
They're funny.
They're
adult-ish
English
comedy film.
You might, if you're lucky, see like a few pairs of tits, and that's about it. At the time, they were seen as like risque. Really not.
The stuff that got the views because it was the risque thing to have. Yeah,
they're not. They're not. Honestly, they're just really comical.
And then, of course, there's the classic Mary Millington film, Come Play With Me.
Bill, we're going into a different genre.
No, that is not.
That's
the one where Mary Millington's a female copper, isn't she?
Don't know. I've never watched a porn film.
You lagging.
Well, not for more than about 10 minutes.
At a time.
Damn, this film's got a plot.
This is an age-related joke, okay? You could always remember the 80s when people had porn films on videotapes because there were sections where the tape was worn out, where everybody was rewinding it to watch that again, rewinding it, and then well, apparently there was a plot in them. Yes, Lee. I don't know where it was, but
down the back of the sofa. That's why she was looking for it, you know.
Did that Swedish plumber ever fix the fridge?
Fuck knows.
No, but he delivered that pizza twice.
Machine.
Do you ever notice the music? They had like 3 scores of music that was in every single porn film.
Yeah.
It was this horrendous music. It was fucking awful, but it was in all of the films, every single one. Whoever
It made lift music look good.
Well, there is that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that was a mistype there, Mike, because otherwise I'm afraid what you're looking up there, bud.
They're probably, truth be told, if you looked up SpongeBob SquarePants, there probably is a parody porn version of SpongeBob SquarePants.
That is a disturbing thought.
Have a look for it later.
No, you go right ahead, man. You take your time. I know you love rabbit holes, man. So.
Think of a film. There is almost definitely a parody.
It's definitely
normally German.
There's definitely a Star Wars one because I watched it.
Yeah. There's one called Saving Ryan Privates.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
And there's a Star Trek one.
Brings a whole new meaning to the Vulcan grip. That does.
Yeah.
And there
is even a porn parody of Spaceballs.
I hadn't seen that one, but I'm going to go look at it.
Yeah, there was a documentary done a while ago about how quickly they made parodies of normal films. Yeah.
Steve, you probably
there was the Erotic Witch Project as well.
You can tell what Craig's been doing while he's been off work.
And see, you can tell he's been off work just long enough. He's gotten bored of watching the stuff. He's not going into the background information, the storylines, and he's learning the plots, man.
If you start for a while, he's been starting a new channel, one channel,
or a review channel.
But there's also there's a lot of the French
review channel. That's what he meant.
There's a lot of the French films that the version of the French got is totally different to the English versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the thought of Vic actually watching a porn film would be just
disturbed.
There'd be milky tea everywhere.
That poor laptop.
Yeah, Flash Gordon.
It's a lot of dirty plastic.
I said, want Flash Gordon, the cartoon version?
No, that was Jungle Burger. Jungle Burger was a cartoon.
Mm.
No, there was a cartoon version of Flash Gordon as well.
Mr. Bates, not Master.
Unbelievable. It's all right. It's all right. Well, we can wait till you come back for the.
I mean, some of the German comedy films, they're next level.
Some of the German porn, fucking hell.
I'm afraid where that divulges into.
Well, if you want to do
about how Block has his own interests, so I'm afraid where things go in that area.
If you want to do your own research on them, Tyler, you go and do some research on German porn film.
I have a feeling there's some very unwilling to cross roads down that way.
Well, it's the Germans tended to be a bit more
relaxed about things.
Yeah, relaxed. Yes, yeah, relaxed.
But no matter what, Block, I don't need recommendations or anything from you. But I mean, we're friends. We are. But you know,
I mean, there was. You could have hours of fun researching this, Tyler. Well, broken
to get back.
Are we back to the VHS tapes for 10 minutes or is not working
broken
very well?
into like 5 minutes snippets.
Let's put it this way, Tyler, you've got streaming services now. So you don't have to worry about rewinding the tape.
He'll turn up next week with his arm in a sling like, what's up with you? I've hurt my arm.
Wanker's cramp.
Hey, it's not an intermission, all right?
So you've never seen Debbie Does Dallas?
No.
No, I haven't either.
Well, not good, to be honest. Vic watching Brokeback Mountain. I'm sure Vic really enjoyed Brokeback Mountain.
No, Martin, he probably thought it was a vacation spot he had to try.
I'll say Vic saw the English version of Emmanuel and thought it was a documentary.
See, no, Vic sees 5 minutes of the film. I'm going to Montana.
Oh, there is a version of Hannah Montana as well.
The hell? Fuck's sake, man. You know, I don't even have any, like, I have nothing to even drink in the fridge for after the show to numb the pain of what we talk about.
Hey, I wonder if they did a parody of Barney or Bear in the Big Blue House.
No, now you get down that road of which ones could they have fucked with? Teletubbies?
I think they actually did.
Probably did, yeah.
Oh, what was that one with the fucking was it dinosaurs?
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Yep. That's a dark road.
Why do I get the feeling, Craig? Yeah,
you hear the virus alert going off on his tablet, right?
You have one that's a parody of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called The Witches of Brestwick.
Hey, that sounds quite good. Craig's adding this to his to-watch list for later.
I'm looking on IMDb. It's come up saying IMDb straight away.
Bought that one. If this lot turn up in the post, you are in shit, mate. You're kill you.
I won it. It was a giveaway.
It was a giveaway from Basic One.
Me and Ellie are really close. I swear to friend.
They've got a Simpsons one.
Oh, there's a few Simpsons ones.
Hairy Twatter. A Dream Zone parody, apparently.
It's like
On the Bus's parody in the bus stop.
Scooby-Doo.
Hold on. Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
That's a whole other sort of.
There's one of an American Werewolf in London. Family Guy, yeah.
He said that like he was disappointed. Like, yeah, those weren't very good.
The Walking Dead. One of The Walking Dead. Playmate of the Apes.
I was asked today how we come up with subjects for our show. And this is why I couldn't explain, because there's no way we can come up with this as a subject for the fucking show.
The original film, but features a woman in the Charlton Heston role as Taylor, the astronaut who crash lands on Earth. Doubt.
Block. I don't even know what that says. In fact, I'm just mind.
Can anyone in chat make sure we don't translate that, please?
Oh Christ! E3, the extra testicle. Here we go. Written and directed by Ron Jeremy. There we go. That's an understanding. Yeah.
The extra testicle.
That's not a porno. That's a fucking medical condition, man.
The human sexipede.
Oh no.
Tyler's going to be scarred for life.
You're my friends. They've already scarred me. Remember the conversation earlier about, already going down that road of, mentally fucked up thanks to you guys? It's already there, man. The ball's been rolling for years.
This ain't.
Oh, there's a Game of Thrones parody. Queen of Thrones. Oh, God, there's a Power Rangers one called Power Bangers.
We need the Zords.
You see, you've been moaning all week about the kids playing you up, Tyler. Slap that on.
Yeah.
Oh, come forward.
There's This Ain't American Horror Story.
Matt, I hope you wake up with that stitched all in your fucking bed, buddy.
God, she's been on one with that today.
Has she?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I saw a 2-second fucking video of the little thing running. Good Lord. I couldn't imagine hours of that little thing.
Oh, God, this one for Mythbusters even.
No.
Oh,
called Milfbusters.
Starring.
Okay, in all fairness, if anyone saw, remember the early episode of Mythbusters where they showed where Carrie Byron came from before she joined Mythbusters? We all saw the Coca Mentos picture shoot. It works, okay?
Yes.
See, I think we've gotten Block's head going a little too far already because he's just going.
Oh, believe me, we could go much further with this. We could go much further. You have no idea.
Batman versus Superman Triple X.
I have a feeling that Wolverine's claws are not adamantium at that point.
It's not his claws you should worry about.
They're not claws, they're actually
Super Mario Brothers. I don't parody the Super Mario Brothers film.
Oh, God, there's a parody of Men in Black.
A Wet Dream on Elm Street.
Usually I sit there and I doom scroll, before I go to bed every night. I'm done with the internet after this show today.
You see, you don't need to doom scroll now.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's even a parody of Die Hard.
It's a Christmas movie, I swear.
I'm not sure you'd be watching that. I'm not sure you'd be watching the porno. So you're going to say you're going to go round to your mum's at Christmas and say, "Here, Mum, I brought a DVD." It's when your mum turns around. Oh, I've seen that one before.
There is a French-Belgian adult animated parody of the 1932 Tarzan and the Ape Man called Tarzoon, Shame of the Jungle.
Oh,
I'm really
God.
hoping he's getting all these results from one single Google link. Because if he's digging this far, I'm getting
His
scared.
search history.
It's all search history.
There's even a send up of the Miley Cyrus wrecking balls.
No,
Sounds painful.
I'm not sure I even want to know about that one. CBT, no.
There's the alternative Big Bang Theory.
Please tell me somebody's used Bluey, the Australian kids one, and done Bluey, because it's the perfect title for a fucking porno, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's definitely the perfect one.
And that would completely fuck Tyler's.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Balls.
Makes you wonder what's in the Chamber of Secrets, don't it?
Makes you wonder where his wand ends up as well.
What all I can think about is when Ron broke his fucking wand.
There you go, you see.
Oh God, there's got to be one of the Wizards books.
He got Dumbledore.
No, I'm thinking Terry Pratchett. There's got to be one for that, particularly with the Wizard staff.
Oh God, that means there's definitely a Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah, there's a couple of Lord of the Rings ones.
There could be a few Lord of the Rings ones, but not. They might not be the sort of porno that you'd want to watch. They might be gay porn.
Look, we know better than to Google anything you tell us, man.
Asterix and Obelisks, the porno. Tyler will be checking that out later.
I'm not going near this chat of suggestions later.
In other words, he will be.
Oh God, no, not Heidi, not Heidi. Shit, giving myself away. Because Rash Redding and After is one of the Heidi films.
Hey, Matt, since he had to say Heidi, we'll go back to Home Improvement, Mr. Wilson over here.
Yes, there is one.
And how much did you get paid, Bill?
You know that's going to be definitely a glory hole thing.
We see where your head just kind of beeline too, but all right.
Oh, you see the top of the head, and the glory hole.
Okay, fair enough.
There is quite an amusing one of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And yes.
Was
And
that
you
the
thought
one that-
7-Up was just a drink.
No, I was trying to. Is that a gangbang or is that like pocket change falling?
There's also one of Snow White, and she isn't.
There's one of the Wizard of Oz as well.
Not seen that one.
Yeah.
Now, you know, success hasn't seen that one, so that means everything he's mentioned before this point, he has at least previewed.
We've got like 20 odd
Now
years
we're
on.
going back to midget. Now we're going back to Tyler's fixation with midget porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Are they
plenty,
midgets or are
there's
they
plenty
little
of that, particularly if you go to Holland.
I'm not going to Holland.
There was a famous
The
female
The
porn.
Dutch do like midget porn.
There was a female porn star called Bridget the Midget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you know that?
Why shouldn't I?
Why should you?
Tyler's going to claim next he's never seen a porn film.
No, that'd be a bull-faced lie. We all know better than that. But yeah, no.
Everybody has seen or watched a porn film at some point.
I mean, my first one I ever saw was, it was 7 years old. Dad, I can't sleep. Put the TV on. Widescreen TV, 50 inches of, the old box TVs. Titties bigger than your fucking head out of nowhere. Oh, shit.
At least it was tits and not some bloke's hairy arsehole.
Fair enough. Thanks for that mental image of what my dad could have been watching at the time, Craig. Appreciate that, bud.
Well, he could have been watching one with the rear view.
It could be a lot. No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, God. Matt stopped himself that time. Fuck, that was going to be
I stopped myself this time. I can't do it. Do we?
If anyone would like to join the after show and find out what Matt was going to say, let us know.
All right, I will say what I was going to say, but I'll clean it up a bit. It could have been a home movie.
That's disturbing for Tyler. Yeah.
You always got to say the weirdest shit, Craig.
There you go. That's broken.
Ugh. I mean, hey, for legal reasons, things that happen with poultry, things can't be transferred to people's names. We have to deal with things as they are.
Well, what have you been doing with poultry?
No, the other YouTube channel.
That's called bestiality, mate. That's no.
What's the opening up a page of Escort for the reader's life and seeing pictures of your mother there? Not that it's ever happened to me.
Well,
Poor Craig, I'm sorry, but
did happen to offend a man, though.
Oh God.
My mate went out and left some questionable magazines on his bed to get home and find a post-it note on the saying, "Where did you get these?"
And he wouldn't have minded, but it was from his mum.
Dad gave me them. Yeah. Where did you go last night? Yeah, I went to the strip club down the road. Did you see anything you shouldn't have? Yeah, Dad.
No, that's an experience I've never had in my life and never really planned to.
Oh, Matt, do you remember the strip club under the police station?
No.
That was quick. That was quick. He goes, yeah, I got locked up there all the time just so I can get out and go downstairs.
I just thought that was hilarious. Because in Hull, under the police station, was a load of shops and a couple of nightclubs.
Yeah, the strip club.
One was a strip club under the police station.
Yeah.
Talk about planning on the business side. That's like you've seen, the dispensaries here and the Girl Scout cookie season come around. You'll see they're setting up tables outside the dispensary. It's like, oh, you thought about where you're setting up today.
Oh, Martin, kids nowadays can find porn for kids nowadays. It's so easy for them to find.
Well, considering one of the times my dad had come down, Dad wanted to borrow an iPad to look at football scores or something like that. And Leo brought his iPad downstairs and opened it up, and it was on Pornhub. Yeah. To which Theo said it was one of his friends that had been on it or opened it up, apparently.
Were you all hanging out looking at it together?
And he wasn't impressed. And I had the thought, would you have been more unhappy if it was gay?
It is what it is.
It's one of the things you expect.
Oh, yeah, it's so accessible now, isn't it?
Well, kids don't go to the video store Friday to rent movies with the family and try to sneak around to that back section and just peek around to see what movies are there anymore. They pull a phone or tablet out.
Just think, Tyler, it won't be long before your kids will be doing it.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
I mean, I lived in the villages, so we had a video van.
Oh, they were great.
That just sounds sketchy, man. Like, okay.
They were, and some of the videos were definitely.
Half of them were bootlegs of the latest film. And then there was a false wall around the sides that they just stacked loads, and it's like, yeah, try this one.
That's the one, mate.
See, growing up, we never had vans dispensing that kind of stuff. There was vans that drove around and dispensed, pre-rolled items for incense purposes, of course. But
thing was when I worked doing building supplies deliveries, the owner of the video shop in Pickering, he had a complete muse, and he was doing up all of the houses on the muse, and he got done about every 4 months for bringing over more stuff from Holland. He got done on a regular basis.
The thing is I never really understood that, why they did people, unless it was like very extreme stuff. Then, yeah, fair dues. But most of the porn that people were bringing over from Holland, it wasn't as extreme as a lot of the stuff is now.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, all right.
Like we're seeing my kids, seeing this stuff at an earlier and earlier age. They're not just seeing the stuff, that we were exposed to as far as porn went. They're seeing stuff that's unlimited pretty much. What's that doing for their heads when they finally actually get to the age of being with somebody?
Well,
for a lot of people, it means a lot of disappointment.
Yeah. And on your comment, Martin, the thing is, they just know about it and the consequences better. We made mistakes. Yeah, I was married twice. You talk about 2 fucking mistakes there. Fuck me.
Once. Oh.
Yeah, well, technically, you're still married, you tit.
But that's paperwork.
Fucking bullet
Well,
work.
sort the paperwork out then.
Yeah, come up here and look at the financial side behind the paperwork. Depending how things are done, it's ridiculous.
Right, you got 2 options: paperwork and pay for it, or how much is a bullet?
But then there's served time, man. That doesn't work.
No, only if you get caught.
Only if you get caught, yeah.
Marriage guidance.
Marriage therapy with Bill and Matt. If you're in trouble, they'll make it worse.
Don't get fucking married.
True enough.
The marriage works for some people. I'm not saying it doesn't. And I mean, if it does, great. Good for them. I'm pleased for them.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't work for some people.
Well, it's like any life decision, really. Does it work for some
Marriage
people? And some things
changes.
don't. Yeah, sure. Good for you if it does. If it doesn't, hey, you find another way to make things work for you.
Yeah, sleep with the sister.
No,
Not again.
Bill, we're not going back to those stories from the other day, man.
No, that was worse. That was her mother.
I was just gonna say, wait, that was her mother.
Oh, fuck's sake.
And then Dad walked in, popped a
Sounds like another dodgy Dutch fucking film, this does.
and we're full circle. See,
No, that was the one where it was unfortunate. Her husband found out, and he was prepared to pay somebody with a gun.
Lisa, it depends on how certain sides agree and disagree on things. Like if both sides can completely agree, you can hire one lawyer to do all the paperwork and just pay one person to do everything. If there's any disagreement, then you've got to get both sides a lawyer and all the litigation and fighting and who gets what and all that bullshit starts.
Right, well, look, it's simple. She cheated. You divorce her on grounds that it's not an amicable split.
But you can't put it straight as that word somehow because everything wasn't black and white that way. You know.
Well, it was.
I wasn't on my ass either.
You take out all right. Let me tell you something. Right? You take out all of the lovey-dovey shit. You take all of that out. You look at this like a business. Did she do wrong? Yes. Did he do wrong? Yes. Right. So whichever, you take that out. Whoever was in the wrong, you divorce on grounds of you can't be together because of that, what they've done. Any solicitor will tell you you can then divorce them on grounds that you're not, you can't be together.
Well, saying over here, if you can do it, let's say through one lawyer, you can do it as well. Basically, just dissolve the marriage, get as it is. You pay the fees, and then it's done with. So it's like anything. It depends on how each side wants to approach things and how hostile people get. I mean, we've all seen the horror stories of people just dragging through the coals and everything else. And that's everywhere.
The thing is it's that thing of, do you want to spend and this goes for anybody, do you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody you don't want to be in a relationship with? Because you could go till you're 60 years old or 70 in the same relationship in
And just becoming more and more spiteful towards each other.
Yeah,
and exactly, it turns into toxic, and it's not worth it for anybody.
And also, it's not good for the kids either. If you have
I'm saying for anybody, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I personally, you better for anybody is if he is in that position, is get the fuck out. even if it costs you, you can always make more money. You can always get more things. You can't get more time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the thing is, once it's done, you're free to live the life you want, not be tied to somebody else's ideas.
See, besides paperwork, at least that's basically what's already been done. You know.
It's then you split the care of the children 50-50. The kids live with whoever you decide. You pay your share. She pays her share.
You'll normally finish up one has dominant care, but that can finish up as a 50-50 in reality. You know, so nobody's...
Okay, Dash. You pay half your income for that freedom. I take it you're in America. And we all know that freedom isn't free. Freedom's never been free, no matter where you are in the world.
Well, exactly. The issue is,
you pay for it one way or another. You know,
more and more things go downhill. You're paying more and more out of your pocket for this and that we're supposed to have as, well, general rights, but the rights really aren't there. You know.
The issue is, if you live in a democratic system, a democratic country, and it works perfectly, the government listens to its people.
Yeah.
Right. And the person who is at the top, be they president, prime minister, whatever, is put there by the people. And he works for you. So he does kind of, as a whole, what the country want him to do.
Which is supposed to be the
outline
of the system, right?
The issue in most democratic systems, including England or the UK, is that politicians don't listen to its people.
Well, they'll promise the things that people ask for until they get in office.
They don't have fear of anything. They don't have a fear of anything because they know they can use the powers they have to shut you up. It's hard to work it out, Dash, to be honest. I would have said we're probably a bit better off than you are in America.
Well, it's a hard line. The next thing we pay for, obviously, all the health insurance, all that, and everything else, plus just general crap. And you guys have different laws and fees and taxes they put in most recently, especially, that just don't make sense where the money should be going.
Your petrol prices and fuel prices are going up.
Yeah.
But ours have always been a lot dearer. So it's
like they always have. But I mean, right now, I haven't seen it much above, $3 a gallon here?
I wish it was that here. We pay a lot more for fuel costs, so car costs, running costs in that way.
We pay a lot more for petrol and diesel. We pay less though for electricity and gas.
So it is kind of. I think the problem that is Dash is the whole freedom thing. Is nobody is really that nobody has true what you would call true freedom.
Well, I'd hate to say it, but freedom's almost become a mentality more than an actual state of being.
It does annoy me, and this isn't aimed at American people personally. It's aimed at America, certain types of Americans who go on about land of the free, home of the brave. Shut the fuck up. If you were if you were so brave, you would now be standing up against your government. You would have stood up years ago and you would have fucking gone up against the system. Because honestly, that system you have, Congress, is so corrupt.
Congress is bought and paid for by
tobacco
and pharmaceutical companies. And Congress doesn't want to upset the status quo because they're taking massive backhanders.
The thing is,
we have a health system where we pay proportionate to our earnings, and that's it.
Right.
There aren't any extras. There aren't any co-pays. There isn't any pre-existing conditions exemptions.
Now, Martin, is that by liter or by gallon?
That's
a gallon.
That would be a gallon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a British gallon, though, not an American gallon.
Oh God, a British gallon is more.
Oh no.
Just to complicate everything a bit.
Right.
It's 4.5 litres to the gallon rather than 3.8.
Like 3.7, 3.8, something like that. But no, I mean, obviously, depending where you live in the country over here, gas prices are going to be different. You know, cost of living is completely different depending where you're at. I said over here, like where I'm at on this side, the entire life, the highest I've ever seen gas, my entire life was somewhere in $5 a gallon, roughly.
Yeah.
And that was during, you know,
I know if you go,
that was during the Bush era of gas scares.
Yeah.
You know,
I know if you go sort of Texas and down to that part,
California's already expensive as it is. I'm sure, though, you know, New York's probably ridiculous because of they don't want you to drive anyway.
I mean, it's like Dash just said there, state and local taxes going up, the loss in revenue from immigrants and visitors. I agree with immigration, you might lose revenue. But the thing is, if those immigrants are coming into the country and then working, and visitors are coming into the country and then working, or paying money into the system,
well, even if it's
like holiday makers and so on, then you're actually making money. Because if you were to make America cut it off and it wasn't a holiday destination, for instance, you would lose millions and millions.
Well, this last year, since people have stopped going to America, they've already estimated it as somewhere around 20 billion.
Oh, and lost like tourist revenue?
Tourist revenue alone.
I mean, Dash, obviously I don't need to know like which state you're at. I don't need to know all that, but that's really high. 13 for a gallon of milk. Jeez. We're nowhere near that where I'm at.
It's the problem is
what are you paying for a pint of milk or a quart of milk?
We'll say a gallon for what I'm getting is like $4 a gallon.
I say $13 for a gallon of milk. That is very expensive. From what
I don't even know exact, obviously, like location, but side of the country or something. So that's high. Damn.
Yeah, that does seem really expensive. Oh, that's all right. We all do the exaggerating a
I
little.
want to know, where we were looking at as far as conversation. Yeah, I get that.
But the one that gets me is you have to think, if you're sick,
Yeah.
are you going to eat that month or are you going to get healed?
Depending on your income, it's a toss up, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, that's one thing we don't have to think about.
You know, I think.
For all the NHS has its faults,
the Medicare system that, like Obama tried to bring in.
Well, like the medication I was on years ago that I went to go to refill, and it went from like a $30 refill for a 3-month supply to like $300 and some.
When it all comes down to it, you've only got to look at the health industry, and it is an industry, and big pharma and all of that. The amount of money those guys are making in big pharma is it's crazy money. They could cut their prices certainly in half, if not less.
All of them,
you know,
without exception.
You get into one medication. Look at the freaking EpiPen.
Yep.
Look at the EpiPen. Look at insulin, depending at what time frame you're looking at. This stuff got
insulin's a brilliant one, because insulin, we don't pay for insulin, because once you're diagnosed and diabetic and need insulin, all of your prescriptions are free.
That's the problem, Dash.
I get 10 pens and 10 vials of insulin to go in my other injector.
Yeah.
Per month.
Well, and that's covered.
Yes. That's free. You pay $100 for 1 pen.
Oh, yeah. Now, think about most people that need these medications for diabetes. They're not still working. They're people that their pension level, their retirement level. You have a fixed income. You can't afford all this.
But you're being charged $100 a pen for something that costs $3 to produce.
Oh yeah. And it's medications, like I said, like insulin, stuff like that. That it's not I don't know if I kind of need this, but I could probably go. No, you need this medication. You can't go without this.
Yeah.
And that's why they jumped the price over here, because it's a necessity for medication.
The amount it's jumped up by is obscene.
Dash pensioner like retired, where you're Social Security collecting at that point.
The sad thing is it's America has always been a country that has functioned on the dollar. The dollar is king,
Yeah.
Yeah, the dollar's weaker by the day too.
With what Dash said, then who's going to have all the yachts? It's great, yeah. Everybody's got all the rich people have got yachts and super yachts and helicopters and.
No.
Where do you think they're getting this money from? They're not earning this money. It's coming off the people who haven't got. I was going to say poor. I'll rephrase that, and I will say the people who are a lesser money.
Well, it's
normal.
It's the middle class and below. It's the working class and middle class and below.
Yeah.
And like Dash said, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Retirement age used to be 65. I literally have a supervisor right now at my shop that retired and came back because I don't know if he really needed to money wise of what they make there, but it is what it is. The man's in his 80s.
Yeah.
And you're still working simply because a lot of people have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen, you got bag boys at supermarkets You call it bag boy. I'm sorry, it's bag grandpa. The motherfucker's 83 years old.
No, I've seen a video.
You know what I mean? And it's because they have to just have food on their table.
It's disgraceful.
So you get $400 a month, and that's supposed to give you utilities, rent coverage, food, medications. That ain't covering it.
No. But that's the point. The American system isn't just broken, it's broken beyond belief. The only people who can afford healthcare in America are the top 5%.
Well, not just that. We talked about it. You look at these situations, people can't live this amount of money, which is, a given. But then we go into the big pharma side, we go into the big tobacco side. They don't want you to get better. They don't want you to get healthy from medication. They want you to get sick and die off soon enough that they don't have to pay for you after you stop, earning a living and start off the next generation. It's not about longevity of life anymore. It's all just let's keep the money flow going properly for everything else.
But
yeah, I mean, it's disgusting that people are having to live like that. Absolutely disgusting.
I know Dash is, making a point exaggerating about it, but the thing is, it's not that far off when you look at, we've talked about the American food, situation as far as quality of food goes, depending what you can and can't afford. We've went and looked at labels before. You can buy some stuff that has so much preservative and chemicals in it that is for people to consume, and then buy what legal standards dog food and cat food is. It's actually a safer amount, of chemicals. I hate saying safer amount of chemicals, but there's less traffic, in animal food there is in people food. It's
but it's the whole pre-existing condition thing. Once you're diabetic, you're diabetic. Right.
And over here, they like to play that pre-existing card where, we don't, the insurance doesn't cover that. You had that because of, years ago. Okay, but I'm still going to have it 35 years from now. Yeah. Am I supposed to just not deal with it for those 35 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what I find obscene.
Basically, it's deal with shut up, put up with it, do as you're told, be a good little slave, sit in your corner, be quiet. We need you to work so we can have more money.
And see, Martin, I'm not saying that's a huge amount of money difference, but it's enough to make a difference. You know what I mean? It's over double what you'd be getting here. And then the people that are at that point, you're obviously on certain government assistance programs for food and, bills and whatever else. Well, you've seen how much lovely interference has been happening with the food stamp process and, all that in the WIC process over here last year or so. There's families I know, single parents that go, okay, I have this card and this is how I get my kids groceries each week. And they just don't refill the money on it one week. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
You literally have no options.
You have no options, but worse than that, if you get sick as well, you're dead.
And then your kids get sick because you can't afford anything at that point, and you're labeled as a dangerous parent because your kid's sick and you can't afford medical care.
Yeah,
or you end up with a heart condition or a liver, a serious medical condition like that, more serious than diabetes. And God forbid you get a mental, like me with schizophrenia. Me with schizophrenia in America, or Bill.
Yeah.
Well, take the condition off of that. Just the medication as a talk. If you were on carbamazepine here, that alone would be a huge issue.
It would.
Not only for
it would, because
but to what it would cost,
Yeah, $30 a tablet. Twice a day.
Yes. And I take double what you take.
And double that from that.
So and then you've got the idiots
a week on just that one medication.
But it's $38 a day.
And then you get
just from the carbamazepine. And now it's a pre-existing condition, which means there is no insurance cover on it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Dash. Yeah, exactly. And then you've got the people at the top. I won't say which particular people, but could be Trump, coming out with things like, well, if you want this stuff, you'll have to work harder.
You know,
Look, dickhead, there is a limit to what people can do.
Well, fiscally and for these benefits.
Before
You know.
build it. You're killing off the workers. If you keep killing off the workers, there's no work being done. If there's no work being done, there's no money coming in. If there's no money not coming in, your country ceases to exist.
Well, even if you don't get to the money point, Matt, think you stop all the workers, your whole country just stops.
That country, it will just bang, it will flatline.
Exactly.
It's pretty much common sense, although common and sense don't seem to go hand in hand.
Mm.
You know, it's. Do I know what the answer is? No, not really. Because it's been allowed to go on for so many years now.
Well, see, that's the thing, Martin. Not only do you have to work a minimum number of hours, but say, I think it's like a 15-hour minimum per week, right? Okay. But if you go above 20 hours a week, like by a minute, they can cancel all your benefits.
It's a disgrace.
So say you make a mistake, you stay over a few minutes at work one week because, hey, they need you to stay over and help for something small. You don't think about it. That 5 minutes could cost you your medical care or your food stamps or whatever.
And that is why the crime rate increases, because people think, well
at that point, it's easier for a lot of people to go to that life.
I can't make the money legally, so I will go out and steal. I will go out and rob for the money. I will go out and sell drugs. And I'm not saying any of those things are the right thing to do. But people in that position, you can understand why they get to a position where they're like, well, I've got no other choice.
Yeah, you've got a system that gives you no choice.
I mean, I remember when we were at our lowest point money-wise, I mean, when you're literally going and donating plasma multiple times a week just to have grocery money or just keep the electricity bill paid.
Yeah.
Like if you were that type of person that could afford to go down there and be like, I'm doing this to save lives and help, that's not why anybody in that clinic is there any hour they're open. There's two types of people. People like when I was in there, you had to do it or you weren't going to have the money to survive. Yep. And then you have the other people that wanted money for their own whatever they were doing.
Well, we know what they're doing it for.
Well, right.
Or then you get people who go out and they prostitute themselves. They become prostitutes and things like that,
and put themselves in dangerous positions just for the sake of keeping them or their kids or whatever going.
And meanwhile, in the White House, make America great again. Excuse me, it's not working.
Yeah, if you can't keep your people healthy and fed, it's not working.
I mean, a lot of this, like we said last week, can be traced back to the 1920s and the Dust Bowl era.
Excuse me. Let's want this open.
Yeah. Hey, no, I don't live in a greenhouse. Sort of a creamy white outside, actually.
Yeah, and Block, it's the NHS has a similar pricing thing. They will pay what a drug is proved to be worth, not necessarily what the manufacturers wants to make massive profits.
Yeah, fair enough, Martin. You ain't wrong.
The great philosopher of Lee. Don't fucking call him a philosopher, for fuck's sake. He won't be calling them songs anymore. He'll be calling them works of literary art.
No, I've heard them. They're not.
Literary art. Yeah, literary art. You resemble that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Well, actually, I've got that coming, Martin. I found out this week I've got stage 3 kidney disease as well.
Why did I call it racist, Trump? Because of his latest tweet, Dash.
So that's an episode title, not the show title.
The show title is The Sunday Check-In. I called it that because of his latest little faux pas with the Obama thing.
He's got you on that, Matt. At least got you on that one. You do most of the lyrics for this shit.
That makes me the philosopher then.
So what does that make Lee your muse?
Well, only when he's nude.
I didn't need that detail. Thanks, though.
Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker.
I believe that was a 50s show, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Might have been a little more recent than that. I'm not sure.
Can't remember.
Doesn't strike any chords in my memory.
A drop D, maybe.
No, drop C.
That was.
The name seems familiar, Archie.
No,
Bunker.
sorry, that was 70s.
All in the Family.
All in the Family. We did, but it didn't last long.
No, it didn't last long. It's
There was a British version of that, which now they couldn't broadcast anywhere because it was racist.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
very opinionated about other races.
We've had shows like it.
Yeah, we've had shows that. Before I've got time, our showcase is March 8th.
All right. Thank you, Melissa.
Tyler, what have you been sending now?
That is
Probably the same thing you Googled.
That is.
Oh yes, I do know. Yeah,
it's tried to copy Alf Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I do remember it. Sort of. Yeah. And I don't have a problem with it because most of that was sort of, although there was a race involved, it was kind of taking the mickey out of the person who was being the racist.
Well, I mean, I've talked to people that, age group, that watch those shows grow up. They're like, and these people, they're not white people. These people that, were in the ethnic, side of things. They didn't see it as a racist show. It was just that. It was a satire show that, like you said, Matt, was more taking the piss out of the guy who was being the racist mindset type person, not the actual race being talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a lot of shows, though, where there was racism in it, but the ultimate butt of the joke was the white person being racist.
There was more racism, to be honest, in other stuff. There was racism going on back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And there were quite a few people who said some very racist things and comments. Looking back on it, but at the same time, it was such a different time.
Yeah.
Well, we talk about before, stand-up comedians and everything. You couldn't use the jokes you used in the 60s, 70s, and 80s now.
But then,
why do you think, this is why most of those comedians just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it just took us a while to get there, Dash. Yeah, a bit slow. I just think there's a difference between like a TV comedian or an actor or whatever doing a racist piece and a political person.
An extremist that's going in and saying it because of that reason and trying to,
Politician, in my eyes, any politician really shouldn't be coming out with racial comments. Doesn't matter where you are in the world.
No, you are under the microscope 24/7.
You think you try and be careful, wouldn't you? Because I mean, well,
like I said,
I
all
would-
those
I
videos
would
that were,
hope
you
so.
think somebody would have code word something. Hey, you know, something to the hands in the cookie jar. Nope, so and so showed up with so and so. Dude, let's just say it.
and I have to say, making it on a sort of a slightly comical level now, is everybody took the piss out of Biden, okay? Old Sleepy Joe,
Sleepy Joe.
who was always falling asleep. Now, when you watch Trump for the past year, 6 months, a year, every time you see him, he's. They need to get him a shot collar. Sort of wake him up halfway through because somebody's doing a speech and he's nodded off.
I mean, at the very least, you know, hook it up to his like a heart monitor, so if it goes low enough, it hits him again. Something.
Yeah, but there are times though he needs that whilst he's making a speech.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
MLK Day. MLK Day.
Martin Luther King.
I just think that, you know, I don't think you needed this is another thing, and this is going the other way a little bit. Why do we need an American Black History Month? Why can't you just have an American History Month? And there can be black people in there.
Yeah.
Like Martin Luther King, who, you know, did a lot, very clever man. And there's obviously a lot of other very clever black people in America. So you can have all the black people, all the white people. It doesn't have to be a specific. What's next? Chinese, Asian, Indian.
well, Matt, you've heard the other side of it too. There's, you know, American veterans who get upset because obviously it's not a race thing, but there is a Black History Month, but there is a Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should be comparable to each other, but it
Exactly, Dash.
generally said history month of the entire history of the country, not, you know what I mean? Like people as a whole need to be celebrated and you know, remember, not segregated through a celebration, so to speak.
The thing is, veterans since the Second World War has been multiracial anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's been multiracial since the start of America.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has, yeah.
But think though, Dash, you don't see like go the school, you know, route. We were taught growing up about obviously Black History Month and you know certain national holidays and all that. It was never spoke about or phrased in that way of, well, the rest of the whole year is technically American history. You know, that was never an ideal taught towards anybody. You know.
I don't know. It seems to be a lot of segregation going on,
Still.
more than ever in America.
Well, everywhere, and it's ridiculous.
You know, you've got
Dangerous.
Latino estates, Black estates, Chinese quarters in towns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, personally, I couldn't give a shit what colour of race they are.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. Like I said, the quality of the person themselves is what matters. Your skin color don't make a goddamn bit of difference.
Yeah. But you've got all these segregated housing developments around every town and city.
Oh yeah.
You don't just have an estate. You have a black quarter, a Portuguese quarter.
And then when certain groups come into certain areas and it becomes more dominant this or that, then you got people going, well, this group's coming into this area and this is supposed to be it's not supposed to be a this or that area. It's just an area. I mean, that's how it is.
Exactly, Dash.
We sit here, you work how many hours a week to barely scrape by and pay your bills, but darn well people that are paying your wages are eating very well sitting on their asses.
Start building pyramids. Just don't build them out of wood like you do everything else in America, because it will fall over.
Oh no, it's wood framed cardboard.
Oh dear.
I mean, we can go down the Tesla route, self-igniting.
There's no need for that sort of. No, we're not going. Don't even get me started on Elon the alien.
I still love the whole idea of an American roof has a lifespan of 10 years.
Elon the alien. I'm telling you, Elon Musk is a fucking alien.
He's trying to get home. That's what the whole SpaceX thing's about.
Elon, fuck off.
That's the funny thing, Dash. Everything that gets built and is big and has enough attention drawn to it seems to have that name attached, doesn't it?
But
I wouldn't have an issue with him sticking his name on stuff if it was like he ended world hunger. He helped the homeless population. No, let's make homelessness illegal. Let's start deporting our U.S. citizens. Let's start telling that Native Americans that they're not Native Americans, which I don't get that still. But
yeah, I bet Martin. I bet he fucking is.
Yeah,
Nikola Tesla. Wow, what an engineer! What a fucking inventor! A genius. An absolute genius of a man. Elon Musk.
Not so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You mean he needs a sarcophagus?
I was just waiting to see if you did first, man.
Here you are, Mr. Trump. Here's your new bed. We'll just put the lid on.
We got some lovely little beetles going to keep you company.
We're back to Monty Python. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, oh, shut up. Yes, you are.
Well, it's already been done.
Happy.
You're not fooling anyone.
It's a bit itchy in here.
Yeah. Quick, plug him in the hole. Wireless electricity. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love Nikola Tesla. I think the man was a genius, absolute genius.
Oh, you're
one or two ideas that were a bit out there.
It's me. Most of my ideas are a bit out there, but
the idea of you is kind of out there, Matt. But
I'd love to have been worked in the same workshop as as Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have survived to get his experiments done. You'd have blown something up, or
that's me that would have blown something up.
No, Matt would be like, I wonder if we can put a turbo on this and get this electricity really running.
Oh yeah, we could get it going.
Well, we could get it going, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ideas in inventions that still to this day have never been retried. That would work.
Current technology could work just fine.
Yeah.
Well, they have proved that a water-powered engine can work.
Yeah, and every scientist that figured it out went
4 times.
Yeah,
4 times. The big petroleum companies have.
The last one to buy up the patents on it were Exxon.
Yeah. And every single time the inventors of these inventions have
Got a few $1,000s and disappeared.
yeah, or they've had accidents.
There's been a couple of accidents.
The Egyptian battery.
Well, that's the thing, Martin. There's a lot of things that Da Vinci did. If you look at his old drawings, that they thought was obscene, and it's like, yeah, really look at how he thought about this.
Yeah.
And Dash, the cells found in the Egyptian pyramids were lead acid.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have USB-C.
True.
Couldn't charge my iPhone off it. But they still actually had power in. That's the scary bit.
Yeah.
Well, exactly, Block. Imagine if he had access to different technologies or even a quarter what we have now. It'd be, astronomical.
I have Da Vinci's book. Da Vinci did the book. Somebody did a book of his plans.
Yeah.
I have Da Vinci's hardback book of his plans.
I've been meaning to actually get that for a long time. I always loved that.
It's brilliant. And get me jigsaw out and my electric screwdriver and start building things.
Now
you got a reason for the electric screwdriver, Matt.
Dash, wet soil and saline don't give a better charge. They can give a decent charge if you've got high salinity. But
it's good booking it, Block.
But they were using proper real acids, sulfuric acid in particular. The only problem we got is sulfation of the cell.
We did have Heath Robinson. We certainly did, Block. Heath Robinson. Oh,
some of those Heath
we
Robinson.
used to watch that.
We were talking about that a few weeks ago. The Great Egg Race.
It was
Heath
brilliant.
Robinson designs.
He would take the simplest thing, like how to crack the top off an egg, okay? And he would invent this contraption that was ridiculous, purely to take the top off the egg. It was great. It was engineering on a crazy level.
But he did one that would time your boiled egg, take the egg out of the boiling water, put it in the egg cup and take the top off.
Probably 12 to 24 hours, I would have thought, Dash. Because it would depend on, obviously, the size of the cell.
Well, yeah.
And you've got to think, you've got to make sure that it is a 5... Hold on. No, it needs to be a 5-volt output around 3 amps.
Although you can, in theory, get away with a 4.5 volt.
Yeah.
One thing, if you went to an older cell phone that doesn't need the same amount of input that current ones do, you might get it a little bit lower. But
if it was a Nokia 3310, you could use a potato and plug it in, and it would still charge it.
That's an experiment to try there, man.
On this one,
they were still on NiCads 1.2 volt.
Yeah.
And then they put out the advanced battery, which was a nickel metal hydride.
Yeah. The Nokia 3310.
You could do anything with them phones, man.
Oh, I drove over mine once.
And
did it. The case fell off.
Yep.
Yeah, but you could buy a new case for it.
You know where the case went over and then clicked?
Yeah.
Drove over it, not with just the back wheel, the front wheel as well. Got out, picked it up, put the case back on, pressed power on button, and just turned back on like normal.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, that's it. Like, God.
I've seen torch tests they put in bullets through the actual keyboard on those, and they still turn on.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't destroy a 3310.
No.
If you use the potato method, it would be longer because the output isn't as much.
And like I said, depending on your age of your cell phone, because like modern ones, I don't think would even take the charge being that low.
You could
You'd also need it to be in to make up 5 cells because they're only about 1.1 volts.
You could have potato series charging.
I was just going to say serious potatoes.
That's definitely an Irish. That's definitely an Irish phone charger, isn't it?
All right, Matt. I want to see the potato powered mech next week, buddy.
They don't output that much power.
Just connect it directly to the 510.
510 screwed on the top.
I was going to see Matt taking it.
Screw out the data, yeah.
Mess over at the local farm. He's looking at his farm. What are you doing to my potatoes? Trying to get a good charge.
This
You too,
potato's
Dash.
flat.
You too.
Have a good one, Dash.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah,
later.
like that.
See you later. Jeez, we've managed to go 2.25 hours.
Mm.
Jeez, that was quick.
Wasn't it?
That was a quick one.
Right, do your goodbyes before we get in trouble.
We haven't already. I'll start this week. Well, as always, everybody knows Facebook group's there. If you guys need any help, you're struggling, don't hesitate to reach out. As for me this week, I've got a 2-day work week, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my vacation. Everybody else, try to take it easy as much as you can. Friends, family, keep in touch. Don't let anybody go without too long. We've seen the dark days that happen. We ain't going there. So everybody have a good week, and Bill, say goodbyes, bud.
Yeah, cheers, Tyler. Like you said, group's there, and we're always about somewhere if you do need us. I hope everybody has a good week. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, your friends, and try not to do anything stupid. Oh, hang on, this is me.
Nothing stupid, not anything you wouldn't do.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, as both Bill and Tyler said, the group is there if anyone's struggling. I hope everyone does have a good week. We'll be back again next week to see if we can. Hopefully, we won't be banned this week. We shall wait and see. Yeah, so hope everyone does have a good week, and we'll catch you later. I'll pass it on to you, Matt.
Yeah, not much more for me to say. It's been a good, decent show this week. So, yeah, rooms are all there. Anybody needs us, you know where we are. I think we got away with it tonight.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
I haven't had any messages off Donald yet, but give it time. Yeah, so we shall catch you all next week.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Have a good one. See you on the next one.
See you later.